At day one of our section hike, we are just got some down the road and got some Wendy's, coffee of course, and then I got a chicken biscuit and potato wedges. Figured that was safe for a non-fast food eater like myself. And now we are headed to meet Bunny, our shuttle driver. She's going to shuttle us from where we are in Marion down to Damascus, which is where we'll begin our hike. So day one, we are excited, ready to go. The other ladies, they're already in Damascus area. I think they're actually in Abingdon, but they'll be in Damascus, which is closer to Damascus than where we are. So I want to say we may have like a 40-minute drive. Not exactly sure, but somewhere around there till we get to Damascus. So waiting for our shuttle driver. We'll talk to you in a little while. It's pretty weird. All right, so we met up with Bunny. Bunny is amazing. Picked us up right in time. We're heading into Damascus. She's driven a number of the people that follow on YouTube. I've seen meet a lot of them. Yeah. She was through hiking herself, some years ago, and it's just nice to really be able to connect with others in the hiking and backpacking community. But it's just amazing because I've seen her, I've heard her name in all the YouTube videos, and now I'm riding with her. So me and Lottie's back there. Lottie decided to shorten her name on the spot. Her trail name is Lottie Da, but Lottie for short. So we're in here with Bunny. I'm Moselle. That's Lottie. That's Bunny. And we are headed to Damascus, guys. So I'll check in with you when we get to the trailhead and start our day's journey.
Peace. Trail days.
The gang's all here, guys.
Each other out of the way to get a picture.
The gang's all here.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna stop and get a quick pic in front of the AT sign here in Damascus. Then we'll get to the trailhead and we'll start. Well, I'm gonna stretch first, and then we'll start our journey. But the gang is all here.
All right.
We see you guys in a minute. Here is our first white blaze. So we are ready to. This is AT Nobo. It's this way. This is so surreal because I've seen this exact climb, these exact stairs, countless times on countless YouTube videos. And here we are. Wow. Gonna do my first water fill. Hopefully I can access it from here. If not, I'll wait until we hike a little bit. And oh no, I should really get water from here. Oh, we're taking a picture apparently. Okay. Didn't know that. All right, well, let me turn this off. We're officially in the green tunnel. Y'all, first of all, I need y'all to understand that I don't do mornings. It is 8:17 and we're already on trail. I was up at 6. Got breakfast, was ready for my shuttle when she came, Bunny, at 7, and got to our meeting point, the other ladies, by 7:35 or 7:38. A little bit warm. We're here. So I don't want to get too far into my day without thanking God. And then of course when I woke up, I told him thank you. But I want to take a moment for me, to my face, just to pray So, God, just thank you for this opportunity. I thank you for the ability to do what I am doing. Father, I trust you and I believe you. I believe your word that our bodies will function the way that you've designed them to, that they will not fail us, and that no harm will draw nigh us, and that you'll cover us and protect us, not just today, but for the rest of our days. So Father, I thank you for allowing me this space and this opportunity to do what I enjoy and to make my mark in the outdoors. And I thank you for my grandfather who put it in me to appreciate the outdoors. God, you're amazing and you're awesome. In Jesus' name, amen. Still climbing. At least the climb is gradual. I think on this section today, I think we're doing about 8.5 miles today. I think on this section, we only have like maybe like 900 or 1,000 feet of gain. So, but it starts out climbing. Hard work, but we can do hard things. Whew. All right, so still climbing. It is so humid. I don't know if you can see my glasses are fogging up. See that? That's how humid it is out here. Not even, we're in a green tunnel, as you can tell. So we're not in direct sun, but it is humid, it is hot. I'm not one that usually sweats or perspires, but my face is sticky. I'm sweating. And normally I am someone who hikes at a pretty good pace, but I'm doing something I've never done before. So steady does it. It doesn't have to be fast. I just gotta get to my destination. And everybody has to hike their own hike. So everybody has their own why. And right now, it's just to get to my destination. No matter how fast, no matter how slow, no matter how many breaks I gotta take, I just gotta get there. So, and I'm getting there. We've got us a little bit of a reprieve. I am kind of upset with myself that I forgot to start my watch at the beginning. So unfortunately my stats are not going to be accurate for today. So right now I have us probably close to 400 feet gain, but that is not including where we started from. So like I said, I think this one is about 900. We're starting to go down. Descending, ladies. Start descending. Starting to go down a little bit. So I would say we probably have already come about 600 maybe. Now we're starting to go down. So the trail be nice to us. The trail will provide is one of the sayings. And right now what we needed was some reprieve. And the trail provided just that. Some reprieve for us. So yeah. It may not look as steep on camera, but after the reprieve we had, we now going straight up. So I guess we'll be thankful for the fact that our first few climbs were gradual, because this one, baby, is here. We don't have to be fast. We just gotta keep moving.
Happy birthday, Jada. Happy birthday, Jada. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Don't tell anyone.
Oh. I'm gonna get you a sight. Oh my God, look how high up we are. You look at that treetops. What?
We're probably at about 1,000 feet gain. I think we have about a little over 1,300 feet gain for today. Where we'll end up at is over 3,000 feet of elevation. And I think we started around 1,900 something feet of elevation. But look at that view. This is why you gotta get out here. Some views you don't get by driving by. All right, bear scat on the trail, which means there's a bear or bears in this area. And they're eating. So I'm gonna keep going. We should be making enough noise that we won't be startling any bear. But it doesn't look like that scat's been there very long. So hey, actually feeling pretty good now. Starting to settle in. I decided to drink some electrolytes a little bit ago. I like the Element electrolytes. Drink the watermelon, my favorite flavor. Decided to drink that a little bit ago versus waiting until lunchtime, and definitely helped. So here's where we are. We're crossing the Iron Mountain Trail, looks like. Hold on, here I come.
Unless you're setting up, what are you doing?
I'm just walking. The waterfall back there. That was a nice little sight. A little bit of a stream going through with a very tiny waterfall, but a waterfall nonetheless. Here's the first campsite there, the official campsite. So I think we're about 4.5 miles in. We're just over an 8-mile day planned for today, but it's still very early. I think it's only probably around 11 a.m., 11:15 maybe. So we will get to camp very early. So I would imagine that we may get to camp, relax, eat, and then decide to go a little bit further, just because otherwise it'll be, 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock by the time we get to camp, depending on how long we stop for lunch. We haven't stopped yet to take a break. I mean, we've stopped to take little pit stops to catch our breath, but we haven't stopped to play like an actual lunch break or anything. So I would imagine that we'll take our break maybe around 5 miles or so, and depending on how long that lasts, that will take up some time. But we'll still get to camp early. So we'll see how everybody feels, and then might push through. I would rather push through. Tomorrow, I think we have an 11 or 12 mile day planned. But of course, after we eat today, our packs will be a little bit lighter because we would have consumed a couple of meals. But I would rather push through and maybe get in 10 miles today or so, and then also have 10 miles tomorrow. Be careful, Nita. Also, then have 10 miles tomorrow versus, 8 today and 12 tomorrow. So we'll see. Also, log for the bridge. Gotta be careful. Now, back on a climb, which is the nature of the Appalachian Trail. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Little M&Ms, up and down. But I'm pleased with our progress today so far. With the amount of miles we've covered and the amount of time. Yes, our pace is slower than what it would be if we were hiking at home. But like I said, we're carrying 5 days of food, and the terrain and elevation is a bit different. We hit almost 1,000 feet of elevation gain already, so or 1,000, or over 1,000 at least. I didn't start my watch. I think I said this earlier. I didn't start my watch when we first started. So my number's a little bit off, so I'm kind of estimating some of it. But I believe we probably are maybe even 1,200 feet of elevation gain so far. So not bad at all. We are about 5.5 miles in, and not too bad. It's taken us about 3 hours to do 5.5 miles. So not bad for our first day and full packs. So we're gonna stop here and take a break, eat some lunch, do some stretches, and finish up the rest of our day. So I put on my Armor Skin sock liners proactively because I had a spot. This is why my foot hurts. See how my sock done turned? It's not straight. That hurts. Proactively, because I had a spot that had been rubbing at home, so I didn't want to get any blisters. I put my sock liner on, but I need to adjust it or either take it off altogether because it's too tight and it's hurting my foot. But as you can see, it's not adjusted properly because the heel should be there. So I think I just need to adjust it and I'll be fine. PB&J. And I'm rehydrating some strawberries. I dehydrated. And that's lunch. Wasn't really hungry, but I figured my body probably needed to eat, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat.
So good.
I am not a fan of beaches, but give me a nice stream, a creek, a lake, surrounded by some woods. Yeah, and that's what makes me happy. Hey, so we've had our lunch, sat down for a moment, stretched, rested our bodies, and I did go ahead and decide to take off my sock liners altogether, and I used some moleskin on my feet instead. There's a spot that was already rubbing when I was hiking at home, which is why I wanted to put the sock liners on immediately, just to keep from, trying to be proactive. But I don't know if I need a bigger size sock liner or if it was just a matter of them having shifted as I walked, so then they weren't on properly. But whatever the case, they were uncomfortable, but I feel much, much, much better now. My trail me is a little ways behind me. They stopped take a break going up the hill, but I decided to keep going so I can keep my momentum. But we should have about 2 more miles to go, and then we'll be at camp for the night. We're headed to Saunders shelter for the night. We'll get there pretty early, but I think we do have one lady, one of our, maybe more than one, that they're first time backpackers. So I think it's wise to just do the 8 that we planned for today, and then get back up tomorrow and do the 11 or 12 that we planned. And of course, if we get to camp and sit down for a minute and decide we've got more in us, then we can do that too. But I think it's best to err on the side of caution. So I'm gonna call out to my trail me to make sure they're not too far behind, and keep walking. Watch your pack B12 do not come toppling.
Yeah, you gotta get her.
Yeah, don't.
Easy.
Don't topple forward, whatever you do.
Easy.
At first, I thought she was gonna go forward. I'm like, whoa.
Like I said, I slid down the mountaintop.
B12 made it down. All right, Lottie.
They need to put some rope over there. Lottie-dottie.
Lottie-dottie. Oh, look at her. Easy. Show out.
Young hips.
That's some
Nah,
young hair.
That's why your hat crooked. Fix it. Show out. So we just came from down this way, White Blaze. Now we have a trail junction. If we keep straight, we'll be heading towards the Virginia Creeper Trail, but we are heading to Saunders shelter. So we'll be going this way. So Virginia, at least this part, ain't no punk. It owes me nothing in terms of elevation gain, although I know we will experience more elevation gain. I did a section in Georgia last year, and Georgia ain't no punk either, but also when I did Georgia, I did not have to carry 5 days of food. So I really think that is part of the challenge, that my pack is heavier. Like I said, I'm at about 28 pounds or so, fully loaded, food, water, fuel, everything. And I wasn't nearly that heavy. Last year I was probably like at 20 or under, just under 20. So that definitely makes a difference. And it seems like the further up the mountain we get, the more separated we become. We have been kind of hiking somewhat closely together and, waiting on each other when we got separated. But now it's kind of like, if you got it, go. And so for me, a lot of times, I do better, even on the incline, if I have the momentum, just keep the momentum going. So that's kind of where I am now. Just gotta keep going. I think we're about a mile. I know I said it before, but the mileage was off a little bit. So I think we're about a mile or just under a mile from shelter and camp tonight. So I'll see you when we get there. Saunders shelter, a quarter mile. So we're a quarter mile to our shelter area, tent site for the night. And yeah, it worked me. But we get through it. My trail me, the rest of my trail me is quite a bit of ways around behind me. I stopped for a bit to change my shirt, and the right way? Yes, I think I did. And one of our ladies caught back up. Yep, right way. Caught back up to me, which is fine. I'm not trying to be first. It's not a race. I just gotta keep moving. If I don't keep moving, I can't get to where I'm trying to be. Stagnant things don't grow. So, quarter mile, and then we'll be there. All right. made it to the shelter. I did just learn that my InReach battery is dead. I'm not sure how or why. I fully charged it, and to my knowledge, it had been turned off, but I haven't used it or had, since I last charged it, which maybe, I think, Monday, so 1 week ago. I charged it and turned it off, so I left it on, didn't realize it, but, so I got to get to the shelter and charge it, so I'm gonna get off of here. I'll come back maybe around dinner time. I'm going to pitch our tents and such and capture some video, but I need to preserve this battery so I can use my portable battery to charge my InReach. But we're at the shelter, or I am at the shelter. They're still quite a ways behind me. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Until next time.